Yo, you guys, this is Blacklist to the Abyss, and you're watching my review for Naruto chapter 677, alright? And this chapter is actually pretty simple. It's not as simple as Bleach, but it's it's still pretty simple. And it's essentially a lot of simple points. It's like I said, it's simple, but there's just a lot to it. Alright, a lot of individual points. Not all of which are relevant to the story progression in this chapter, but I want to talk about some of them anyway. Like, for instance, one, there are meteorites falling. I know some people, like Sewer 7 Mage said last week, like, why didn't Mater just summon meteors? Um, there. I don't, maybe when they say meteors, they're looking at the things he created with planetary devastation, and they think that they're meteors that he summoned like what he did before. Maybe, doesn't really matter though. It's like I said, it's not really relevant to the story progression, just something I thought was cool. Um, Second, something that is relevant. Infinite Tsukuyomi activates, okay? And this dude Kiba, man. Dude, Kiba's such an idiot. This dude sees the Sharingan on the moon and he tells people, look at it! No! No! Don't look at it! No, why would you look at it? It's just gonna make everything happen even faster. Like, no, look away. Close your eyes. Maybe then it won't work as fast, and you can figure so Shikamaru can, I don't know, think no, but he like something. I don't know. I just think it's stupid. Where like, like they don't know that the Infinite Tsukiyumi can pierce through the shadows and all that. As far as normal genjutsu work, Uchiha Sharingan genjutsu specifically, they don't work unless you see the person's eyes. Okay? Knowing that fact, why would you then tell people, look at the big eye on the moon? No. 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 Like, again, it's not really relevant, but I just thought it was stupid for him to say that, but whatever. Another little fun fact here: Naruto created 6 Rasen Shuriken at once. That's yeah. If that was just with one hand, imagine what he could do with two. Yo, oh man, dude! Every chapter he just does something even more unbelievable, which I don't really have a problem with because after all the stuff he's gone through in his life, he deserves at least this much. Like people say he's just being given things. I don't like to think of it that way. The way I like to think of it, the way I think it deserves to be thought of, is that Naruto worked his entire life, and now all the work he's done, he's gotten little uh, power-ups and things along the way because of the work he's put in there. But now Hagoromo looks at all of the work he's put in total and says, because of all the stuff you've done and because of what you can do in the future, I give you this. Okay, so the way I like to think of it is that it's not undeserved. He worked his entire life in order to get this. So because of that, I have no problem with him just like being able to create 6 tailed beast bomb Rasen shurikens in one hand. All right, but yeah. Yeah, all right, so let me just move on. Another thing worth mentioning, Tenten, all right? She's running, she trips, she falls. She has those ninja tools sealed inside of a scroll, okay? And she's trying to make it to one of the cloud ninjas so that they can teach her how to use the items so that they can use them to seal Madara, all right? But something happens. I couldn't really tell what it was because the panel was small and it just wasn't really clear. You know, I'm sure I don't need to tell you guys that sometimes Kishi's art is not the clearest. And here something happened. It looked like something fell from the sky and pierced the scroll. Either that or something from the or one of the items from the scroll unsealed and started to come out of it. One of those two things. I'm not really sure which. I think it's more like something fell from the sky and hit it, like a part of the meteor or something like that. But I don't know. It's not. It wasn't very clear. Um, next thing, big, big, huge. Okay, this huge image of Kaguya appears in the sky. All right, Kaguya in the sky with diamonds. All right, and the placement of her face is such that the moon is her center eye, okay? Her Jigan eye is the freaking Sharingan on the moon. I thought it was great the way he did that. I mean, I don't get how it's going on. I don't know how Kaguya's hologram can appear in the sky like Michael Jackson. Like, I don't get it, but whatever. I'm sure most other people don't care either because it's Kaguya. So, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't really make. Maybe that's part of the jutsu. Maybe it's part of the jutsu, because when Infinite Tsukiyomi fully activates, her face flashes. So maybe it is actually part of the jutsu. But now I'll just assume that for now until Kishi tells me otherwise, which he probably won't. So I'll just I'll just assume that. Um, yeah. So that was cool. And after that, you start to see people getting caught in Infinite Tsukiyomi, including Killer B. Killer B, he's alive. And it's funny because it's like Kishi just acting like it's no big deal. Like, oh yeah, Killer Bee's alive. It makes perfect sense. I mean, to be fair, he did show that the tentacle right there that Killer Bee was taking chakra from so that he could survive. But still, I just thought it was funny. Like Killer Bee just shows up after like 5 years, like, and it's just like no big deal. That'd be like if freaking Goen's dad just randomly showed up. He was like, oh, like it was just like no big deal. Like that'd be like freaking um I don't know, like Shanks walking up to Luffy, and Luffy's like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" Like, it means nothing. Like, actually, never mind. I was going to say something else, but I don't, I don't feel like getting random like hate comments on my channel. It involved Sabo. Um, no, it's nah, never mind. I'm not. I don't even need. I'm not even going to go into detail because it's not as straightforward as I made it out to be. Because it's kind of a different situation, and I could explain what I mean by that, but I don't feel like, because like I said, I don't feel like getting One Piece comments in a Naruto review. But whatever. Um, I don't even remember where I was now. Oh, yeah, Killer Bee. All right, so people, including Killer Bee, are getting caught in Mitsukiyomi, and now the only people who aren't caught in it are Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, Kakashi, Madara, Black Zetsu, the three Hokages or four Hokages because mine, not including Tsunade, or not including Tsunade, and maybe Obito. Baby, because like I said, unless I get like legit, I don't know. It's shonen, and I just can't trust that people are dead, right? So I don't know, but yeah. So everyone except for them, they're caught in Infinite Tsukuyomi, and that includes all the life forms that aren't at the battle. All right, and I say life forms because it includes animals. It probably includes fungus too. It might even include plants. Because trees are plants, and look at what they're doing right now. Okay, so yeah. And Japan, man. Japan and the tree. Japan is crazy about trees. All right, Naruto is not the only manga that has used a tree in like some special way. Like One Piece did it, right? One Piece did it, I think. Yu Yu Hakusho did it. Freaking Zetsu no Tempest, aka Blaster Tempest. These dudes had freaking two gods that were each trees, and they would like give power, like magic and other powers to people. You had the Tree of Exodus and you had the Tree of Genesis. All right, and like they were starting a war over the freaking trees. It was crazy. I'd love to be in Japan on Arbor Day or something like that, like Earth Day. See, like they probably have an entire parade going through Akihabara, right? But speaking of Genesis, Divine Genesis, World of Trees, aka Shinjukai Kotai. All right, just like tree roots just start coming up everywhere. The Leaf Village, the battlefield, everywhere, and they wrap up everybody in them and form these tree cocoons and whatever. Um, Hashirama knew about the jutsu, which was interesting because I would have assumed that jutsu only had one purpose, which would be for Infinite Tsukiyomi, but apparently it doesn't. Whatever, no big deal. Don't really care that much. But But after everyone got wrapped up in the cocoon, Spiral Zetsu decided, hey, there's no more need to have this dude, this filling anymore. So he spits Yamato out, and boom, reveal. All right, so we got that reveal, which was the common theory. And lastly, we see Minato wake up in the Hidden Leaf. How he got there, I don't know. That surprised me. The last time I remember seeing him was when he was getting his butt kicked, and then he was like with Gar and Kakashi and Lee and Guy. That's the last time. Yeah, it was when Guy activated the 8 gates. That's the last time I remember seeing him. How he ended up in the freaking Elite Village is I don't know. Maybe he got carried by the tree. I don't know. I don't. I don't know. Whatever. I don't probably if maybe I just missed something. Maybe I just forgot something. It's entirely possible. But if it's not just me, and I'm not the only one wondering how in the world is this dude in the Hidden Leaf, I'm assuming it'll get explained next week. But yeah, that's it for the chapter really. If I were to give it a rating overall, I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10. So only real story progression was Infinite Tsukiyomi activating and affecting people, and Sasuke protecting people with Susanoo. So that was it. The rest of the stuff that I found interesting, but not really. Oh, Yamato, but we kind of knew that already. But you know, it was not quite like not a chapter I read and think that was really good, but it's still better than just being a cool chapter. So 7.5 out of 10, right there in the middle. And yeah, that's that, you guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Everybody knows.